Brick, the latest German film to connect globally on Netflix, has a twisted and unexpected ending that is worth reviewing in detail. The new Netflix thriller, directed by Philipp Koch, traps several characters inside a building with the appearance of mysterious walls. The event leads to a complex unraveling as the characters attempt to make their way free. 2025's Netflix viewership for Brick has been strong, and much of this is due to the film's mystery. From the beginning, it is unclear if these walls have an origin in science fiction, the supernatural, or something more mundane. The characters assemble a party to look into this, breaking through their own floorboards into other apartments and discovering dark secrets. Still, even after watching the latest hit Netflix movie, many have been left with just as many questions as when the film began. For that purpose, it is essential to review what happened in the movie, especially to the charismatic lead characters Olivia and Tim. Olivia and Tim escape the building. But things still look bleak. Hamburg is in a state of emergency. After discovering a pattern of lights that could unlock the brick walls, Olivia and Tim attempt to make their way out. Unfortunately, Marvin's attempt to kill Yuri was unsuccessful, and the film's de facto villain is still there to stop them. A violent tussle occurs, but Yuri is eventually defeated, and Olivia and Tim escape onto the streets of Hamburg. Once this is done, however, things don't look much brighter. As they walk through the streets, it can be seen that the same brick technology has covered every structure in sight. Audio plays, explaining that an accident at Epsilon Nano Defense caused this, and it may have been a result of intentional foul play. Regardless, Olivia and Tim, played by Army of Thieves stars Rubio Baffy and Matthias Schweihofer, make it out of their home, and they are able to find their camper van. They pile inside and, as helicopters fly overhead, they drive off into the distance. Their fate is not certain, nor is it clear that they will certainly be able to make it out of Hamburg. Regardless, they are together, and they have been afforded a chance to start a new life with one another. Yuri killed Anton and Leia out of fear. Paranoia around chemical warfare and the deep state motivate the movie's villain. Matthias Schweihofer and Rubio, Fee looking shocked at something in Brick. Yuri is discovered in a basement apartment alongside Anton's dead body, who has connections to Epsilon. The character immediately comes off as an uncomfortable figure, but the party decides it is in their best interest not to act too rashly toward him. He seems to simply be a conspiracy theorist, and this is not seen as a pertinent danger. Unfortunately, this outlook is misguided. Yuri was clearly involved in Anton's death, as he nearly confesses a few scenes later, before making the excuse that he used to be a police officer. Yuri is terrified of anyone making it out, assuming that the brick walls are there to protect them, and any action against them would get everyone killed. In order to preserve this false sense of safety, Yuri enacts violence on the rest of the group. He kills Lee in the Brick movie, and has to be tied up. In the following scenes, he makes attempts on the lives of everyone in order to keep them trapped inside, but fortunately, these attempts fail. Epsilon Nano Defense manufactured the brick walls. Anton has a major part to play in the story. Matthias Schweihofer looking shocked as Tim in Brick. Anton is connected to Epsilon Nano Defense, and this led to his demise. After the brick walls were put up in the apartment, Anton attempted to put together the sequence to unlock them. Unfortunately, this led to Yuri feeling compelled to take drastic action, who then killed him. Epsilon Nano Defense created these walls as a way of keeping the citizenry safe in the event of something like a chemical attack. There is a genuine purpose to this technology, which could be an effective way of keeping people safe. However, due to the overreaching of the technology, it has wound up destructive in this case. What this means for the future. The technology may not be able to be put back in the bottle. The movie ends with the suggestion that an intentional attack on Epsilon may have caused this event, which sees the city of Hamburg covered in this nano-defense technology. It is a frightening image, but even more so when considering what implications this might have on the rest of the world. While in this story the technology has only been used in Hamburg, the potential for greater use internationally is a terrifying prospect. The means to resist it are limited, as only a few characters have been able to figure out the light patterns to break out. What this could mean for the future of Brick's world is terrifying. Olivia and Tim escape the building, but it is not clear what kind of world they will now have to live in. They will pile inside of their camper and drive away, but military checkpoints will certainly stop them shortly. The ending of Brick sets up so many more terrifying questions than it asks, and could potentially set up a sequel if Netflix wishes to pursue it.